Welcome back to day 3 of rediscovering your creativity. Welcome back to day 3 of rediscovering your creativity, even after 50. In today's video, we're going to talk about imposter syndrome, what that looks like, and how to overcome it. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is this. Imposter syndrome, it never goes away, even after 50. We still get the feeling of that, we don't fit. We don't fit into any certain mold. We don't fit into any certain group, and we don't fit into any certain place, and that, that we don't belong. That feeling never goes away, ever. And the reason it doesn't go away is because we're human, we're people, we think, we have feelings, we have emotions, and they matter. And yes, even though they are imposter feelings and ideas and thoughts, there is a way that actually, to be able to overcome it. Because imposter syndrome is literally just fear. It's our fears showing us and showing up for us. It's our fears that are actually, trying to stop us from doing, being, living, experiencing. So how do we overcome those fears? Well, the first thing that I do to overcome my fears is I write them down. Like, even doing this, I'm still not very comfortable in front of a camera. And I have genuine fears about this, about doing this, about posting these videos, the fear that nobody will watch them, the fear that it won't be enjoyable. And when I started to write down all of the fears that I have, then I started to, it was in black and white and on paper, and I could clearly identify what those fears were. But then I started to think about, well, what do they mean? And are they important? And why? Why are they there? Like, if I go back, because like I said, I wrote down my fears for this in my notes, and one of my fears was the fear of looking foolish. Okay, in doing this. Well, if the fear of looking foolish in doing this, what does that mean if I don't do it? What will I not learn if I don't do it? Who am I not sharing my knowledge with if I don't do it? The fear of, vulnerability. It's really, really vulnerable in a lot of situations, particularly like this. That's a real emotion. That's a real thing that we feel. And, but the other side of that is, calling it out. Like calling out that fear and saying, okay, I know that you're there, but I also know that if I don't go and do this, then I'll always wonder. I know that if I don't go and try, then I haven't lived my life to the fullest. And I think that should be the same for you as well. Like, I think the moment that you let fear hold you back is the moment when, you're not experiencing really incredible things and moments. It's the moment where, you start to question yourself, which then hits at your confidence. It's the moment where you second guess yourself over everything. And honestly, I don't want to be that, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be that person either. So yes, do acknowledge your fears, do write them down, but then start to call them out. Start to call them out about asking the questions, why, what, who, where. And when you start to do that, you start to work, you're literally working through your own fears by doing that. And the other thing with imposter syndrome is, if we're going, you and I, we're going to be doing this photo project of, reigniting our creativity together. I already have some really fantastic ideas, which I'll be sharing with you in the communities page of this YouTube if you want to have a look. But the fear that we don't know everything when it comes to photography. I still don't know everything about photography. I never will know everything about photography. But here's the thing, I know this. I like the feel of the camera in my hand. I like the moments that I capture in that moment. That'll never be repeated. I like the intimacy that I have with the camera, that, because it can be very intimidating putting a camera up to your own face, but also to other people's faces. But I like that I built a trust that happens in order for me to do that, and that I've been entrusted by the person to create that. Not everything needs to be in focus. Some of my best creative moments with that is that they have been out of focus, they've been blurry, and to me that's imperfectly perfect. Other people may not see that. And that's the imposter syndrome that happens, that I need to be perfect, that I need to know lighting, that I need to know this and I need to do that, and I need to take this certain camera angle and do this. All imposter syndromes, because I've seen other people do it, I've seen other photographers do it, but I'm not every other photographer. I'm not that photographer. I'm me. I have a way of creating, I have a way of expressing, and I have a way of telling and sharing stories. And I refuse to let the imposter syndrome of what I think is my lack become the blockage from doing that. And I hope the same is for you as well, because my goal is to get you to create some, really incredible magic for yourself. My goal is to get you to create a project that really means something for you. That's my goal for you. And if you can do that, and if you can work through those imposter syndromes that are just the fears going on inside your head, then you've already won. You have. And I'm really proud of you for doing that, because that takes a lot of strength and courage to do that. And I hope I'll see you back here for day 4 and video 4 of this exciting challenge that we're going to do together. And if you are not part of it yet, feel free to come and join us in the community page here on this YouTube channel, where I'll be putting up, the things that I'm processing and going through things. So, and you're more than welcome to share yours as well. Can't wait to see you there. Bye.